Thank you, Mr. Bowman. Next, Public Safety, Mr. Core.
Thank you, Mayor. The Public Safety Committee convened Wednesday, February the 3rd, 2021 at 4 p.m. in county chambers. A quorum was present. Under action items, a motion was offered by myself and seconded by Alderwoman Kim Stringfellow to approve the following beer and liquor renewal permits, and I offer those in global, which are 4 of them. And I so move. A motion carried, I so move. I'm gonna read the other two.
You gonna get the other two?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, offered by Mr. Core, I'm sorry. Offered by Mr. Core, seconded by Ms. Stringfellow. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you.
We also, council also received renewal permits that did not go to committee, and I offer those now. Renewals would be number 1, Pizza Hut, ADT Louisiana LLC, located 1900 North Parkinson Avenue, for a 2021 Class A retail beer permit. And the second renewal will be A&J Convenience Store, 803 West Hutchinson Avenue, represented by Damian C. Joseph, for a 2021 Class B packaged beer permit and a 2021 Class B packaged liquor permit. And I move these for approval.
Offer the grid.
That's right.
Offer the grid.
Okay, we're not, those two, as of today, were not signed as of yet by the chief, just yet.
And I want to mention that the chief did text me and he said he responded by email
Okay,
to approve those.
okay. She's good. Thank you, chief.
Yeah, you'll have to, I said approve as read. Do I go and, add into it with the, necessary response from the chief that everything was okay?
Yes, sir, in contingency, that's correct.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Okay, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you, Mr. Cole.
Next, the motion was offered by Alderwoman Kim Stringfellow and seconded by Alderman Vernon Martin to amend the agenda to move the discussion item of hiring 4 additional police officers for the Crowley Police Department to an action item. Alderman Primo voted against. The motion failed for lack of unanimous vote to amend the agenda. The motion was offered by myself and seconded by Alderwoman Kim Stringfellow to amend the agenda to add as an action item the following: to consider approving the purchase of E4 software for the Crowley Police Department. Alderman Primo voted against. The motion failed for lack of a unanimous vote to amend the agenda. The motion was offered by myself and seconded by Alderwoman Kim Stringfellow to amend the agenda to add as an action item the following: to consider approving the purchase of 5 in-car computers for patrol units for the Crowley Police Department. Alderman Primo voted against. The motion failed for a lack of a unanimous vote to amend the agenda. Under non-action items, Chief of Police Jimmy Broussard presented the monthly Police Department report. He reported the Police Department issued a total of 4,377 TED citations from June of 2019 through February the 3rd, 2021, and answered 760 calls for service in January. Fire Chief Louis Romero Jr. presented the monthly Fire Department report. The Crowley Fire Department had a total of 31 calls in January, and their average response time was 3 minutes and 28 seconds. Tony Duhon, Code Enforcement Officer, was not present to provide a report. Alderman Core read an email from Mr. Duhon to the mayor, which stated the following: 108 permits, in parentheses 34 building permits, 28 code enforcement violations, in parentheses 13 uninhabitable structures, 38 follow-up cases, and 10 building applications to review, along with 137 phone calls. There were approximately 20 prioritized uninhabitable structures in due process. Mrs. Mary Augustine was not present to address the committee. Alderwoman Stringfellow began discussion on hiring of 4 additional police officers for the Crowley Police Department. She is concerned with the many homicides and crime problem in the city and said there is a need for more police officers to address these serious issues. Considering the new ballpark complex attracting as many as 3,000 visitors per weekend, she said the current police force will not be able to handle it. Mayor Moxell stated he, Alderman Cavell, myself, Police Chief Broussard, and Captain Troy Abear met last month to discuss the crime problems in the city and how to address them. I asserted he would like to move forward with solving the problems and be proactive in coming up with solutions. Alderman Primo inquired of me if I had found a revenue source for the 4 police officers, which was estimated to be $400,000. The E4 software and the 5 in-car computers. I responded that I felt there would be 3 sources of additional revenue: an increase in fines with the addition of 4 police officers on patrol, an increase in tax revenue from visitors to the renovated baseball complex, and 3, consolidation of departments within the city. There was no further business to come before the Public Safety Committee and the committee recess.
Mr. Mayor,
Thank you.
point of order.
I'm not recalling anything that's out of order, but go ahead.
Okay, no, I just want to clarify a statement. During this discussion, and it's germane to the subject, okay, so it's not off base. I used the term unanimous consent. It wasn't unanimous consent for a vote. Myself and Alderman Primo, through debate, saying that he wasn't sure about the numbers, okay, and where the money would be found. But first of all, we had what we called an anticipated and estimate amount of $400,000. What I wanted to go with by unanimous consent was everybody agreed to let's send this and let the finance look at the books with no vote of yea or nay, okay? And I was asking, would everybody agree, since this was new to us, that we allow finance to look at it, get a true number, and then come back, and then I would ask that we do a 50+1 vote on it instead of unanimous. I want to make that clear to everybody. The discussion was not to take a vote of unanimous consent. It was that everybody agreed, since it's new to us, give it to Alderman Cavell, let him look at the numbers, get a true number, and let us know where we stand, and then we'll go into finding the money, see what revenue stream that we could. I noticed in the paper they had unanimous consent. What? Okay, that's the what. I just want to make it clear. I was not trying to push a vote. What I wanted everybody to agree was, through unanimous consent, let the person that handles the books look at it. See if this is something that can be done. Because I agree 100% with my colleagues. The police department needs more officers. This city is growing. We about to have, I just heard they got 40 tournaments about to happen over here in Crowley. Say, man, we don't have the police officers to police the parks and the streets. I don't know how the chief, maybe the chief can answer how he's planning on doing this, but at the end of the day, I just want to make it clear. I was not trying to push a vote. Only thing I wanted to do was find out the unanimous consent. Everybody agreed to let it go, not really not even the finance, just give it to Jeff, let him look at it, okay? Get a total cost, give it to chief and Brad, that would be under your control. Let us know how much it would cost for the officers and everything else that we have for this. And then we go into whether we go to the map. And by the way, in case you didn't know, I'm now the vice president of the map. And I just want to let you know.
Congratulations.
So there's money out there, and I just want to make it clear, I was not trying to push the board. I just wanted everybody to agree. Let them look at the books. I mean, the number, whatever the price is, get a true price. So if it's 329,000, well, we know that's what we have to look for. I just want to make that clear. And to the person that put the ad, the post out, I thank him for it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your comment. All right, let's move on now.